Margaret was known in her neighborhood as a difficult woman, retired, in good health, living in a comfortable home with her grown children out in the world. She still found something to complain about every day. The heat is unbearable. This food is flavorless. Does no one know how to cook anymore? TV is nothing but garbage these days. It was rare to see Margaret smile. Her neighbors tried to lift her spirits. Margaret, be thankful. You have your health, a nice home, children who love you. Thankful for what? She'd snap. There's nothing special in my life. Days passed, and her complaints became routine, like morning coffee or the evening news. But then, on a quiet Sunday morning, Margaret woke up feeling off. There was a strange fatigue that wouldn't go away, and a mild, nagging pain in her chest. She assumed it was just a cold. Must be the change in weather, she muttered, as always. 2 days later, she could barely get out of bed. She was rushed to the hospital, where tests revealed a serious heart condition. She needed treatment and complete rest. Hospitalized, far from home, without her favorite chair, without the food she always criticized, and with nothing under her control, Margaret felt the heavy weight of loneliness and helplessness. During the first week, she tried to keep her same critical tone. This hospital food is awful. This bed is like a rock. That nurse didn't even look me in the eye. But over time, something began to shift. One night, she looked out the hospital window and saw a woman in a wheelchair laughing with her daughter. Though clearly weak, that woman radiated joy. It was a striking contrast to Margaret's bitterness. In the room next door, an elderly man quietly sang to his wife, who was battling cancer. Yet there was love, patience, hope. Margaret felt something tighten in her chest, not pain this time, but regret. She thought of how many days she had wasted, how many times she had everything and still chose to complain. She remembered how often she ignored the simple beauty of life. The next morning, she apologized to the nurse. She thanked the woman who brought her meals, and for the first time in a long while, she called her children and said, "I love you." When she was finally discharged weeks later, Margaret returned home with a new perspective. The same sun that once annoyed her now warmed her face gently. The simple food had flavor, and the silence she used to resent now felt like peace. Margaret didn't become a new person overnight. She was still strong-willed, sometimes grumpy, but she had learned something deeply important. Gratitude turns ordinary days into precious ones.